Hi, legends. Are we live? Are we live? I think we're live. Let me just see if the feed comes through. Pause myself here on the other screen. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we're live. You guys can hear me. All good. What is happening here on a beautiful Wednesday evening in South Africa? Let's see. There we go. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Legends, let's analyze the price of Bitcoin here together. We have lost that critical support level, okay, that resistance level that we finally cracked with high volume to the upside, which I said in my update this morning needs to hold for momentum to continue to the upside. And now we've lost it. Have we now increased the probabilities to come and claim the local low and go to $50,000? Or is there still a chance for momentum here to the upside? Today, I'll share two scenarios that could still, or one scenario that could still give us bullish momentum here to the upside, right? Basically, the last line in the sand. But for now, maybe the probabilities are higher for the $50,000 level. Let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin here together. Smash up the like for the alpha over here. Subscribe for future notifications. Let's dive right in, legends. Right, let me just put myself on over here. Okay, I like to stare at myself. Right, let's do the chart, legends. Let me say hi to the beautiful community over here. And you can see I'm just staring here at my candles, purple and green going up and down. No technical analysis, right? I just trade reading the price action. Mr. Dev, how's it, Devil? Very well, thank you so much. Fur, FYR, hi. Crypto Big Brains, thanks for joining. Let's go, Devil. Don't keep your fans waiting. Yes, sorry, I took a little bit long. Had a couple of technical things I needed to sort out, but it's all good now. We are live. M8. Yes, we are live. Colin, welcome to the stream. Hannes, my brother in the house. I'm bearish. I think the whole crypto world is bearish at the moment. Okay, and we're all just hoping for that glimmer of hope for a relief rally here to the upside. Right, legends. Sound is all good. I don't have music playing in the background. I think I'll just keep it like this today. Some people love it, some people hate it. Can never please anyone. Okay. Legends, this is what I want to discuss today. Okay, looks like a complete mess. But we will go through it step by step, okay? So there's still a glimmer of hope, right? Okay, let me just do this. Keep it simple here with horizontal support and resistances. Right, legends, as per the thumbnail, warning, is 50K incoming? Definitely a possibility. When I take, okay, a fib extension from the low to the high, okay, you go and use your fib extension tool, the one that says trend-based fib extension, the second one here on the menu bar, right? Can everyone see that? And let me do this. Let me zoom in there so everyone can see my toolbar, right? Trend-based fib extension from the low to the high, and you can see that we have hit the 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, and during my live stream yesterday, I mentioned to everyone to say that this can definitely still be an A, B, C, and we're going to continue to find momentum to the downside, claiming the lows over here, and even go as down as low as $50,000, $49,000. This possibility is still definitely on the cards. So what I'm trying to do here over Legends is to say that, well, can I still find a bullish structure within the structure? Okay, is this perhaps a 1-2, 1-2 and continuation here to the upside? Definitely a possibility. And a double 1-2 combo, like I've discussed, I think last week, we also had a possibility for a double 1-2 combo, and it got invalidated. Okay, and the invalidation point is really simple. Okay, for a double 1-2 combo to play out here to the upside, where people are going to think, okay, we've lost support. Okay, we broke through with high volume, and now we've lost it. Okay, we had a beautiful retest, and now it looks like we're going to find continuation here to the downside, potentially even losing the support over here. Okay, so the level that needs to hold for a double 1-2 combo, where you have an explosive wave here to the upside, okay, potentially even hitting the 1.618 at $62,500, okay, there's still a chance. It doesn't carry, I just want to highlight, it does not carry a high probability. The bearish scenarios still carries higher probabilities for now, okay, because of this structure. Right, ideally for a 1-2 combo, I actually do not want to see us tap the 1-to-1 ratio. I wanted the second wave 1 to be smaller than the first wave 1. That's to me the ideal scenario, where you're forming that contracting diagonal, okay, for momentum back to the upside. So there's a couple of things wrong with this scenario, but it's not invalidated. So I just have to share those bullish scenarios because I don't want to be the person that says, because we've lost resistance, we are definitely taking the lows. And then this happens and everyone's like, but what happened? Okay, we didn't expect this. Devil said, we're going to take the lows. Why didn't we take the lows? So I just have to always paint out all the possible scenarios over here, okay? So for now, the probabilities are still higher for bearish momentum. The trend is down on the higher time frames. On the 4-hour, 2-hour, 1-hour time frame, the trend is down. This could simply be a correction, a little bit of a relief rally, okay? And then we're going to find momentum here to the downside. So it still carries higher probabilities. But let's discuss the bullish scenarios over here. Right, just clean it up over here. Okay. What I would like to see here, legends, is if I take a fib from the lows, okay, over here to the high, what I would like to see, okay, is the 786 hold, right, for the 112 combo to play out. Last line in the sand, $55,000, 377. And this number might change slightly depending on which exchange you use to do your analysis on. Right, for me, this is the last line of the sand. You can see we also have a support box slightly above. Okay, so we could front run the 786 level, which I actually like, because inside this, the reason I have this box over here is also, you know, it acted as resistance, it acted as support. We broke down, it had resistance, we broke up, it acted as support. So nice little support box over here. And inside the support box, I also have a daily level, okay, untapped daily level, right? So if we do find momentum, we lose the 50% fib level, we lose the 618. The area with the most confluence is the area over here at $55,000, 831, where we could potentially get that epic bounce here to the upside. Right. Like I said, legends, the scenario does not carry high probabilities. I just have to highlight it. Okay. Right, that is one of the bullish scenarios. Another bullish scenario that I'm keeping an eye on over here is, let me switch this off, is a WXY. Okay. Not the prettiest corrective structures, and like I've mentioned, corrective structures can get very messy, okay? But when I look at the structure, this really does look like an impulse here to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the levels balanced. It ticks all the boxes from an impulsive perspective, and this entire structure over here can still be corrective, okay? What I didn't check is I just want to take a time fib, measure this wave, and see where we are. Okay, so we're still safe. If we go past here, the 3, okay, then this scenario will start getting invalidated from a timing perspective. Right, okay, so still valid, where I'm basically looking at a WXY, and for those of you from an education perspective that don't know what a WXY structure is, everyone in Elliott wave theory, when they start learning Elliott wave theory, they learn about 1, 2, they learn about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. Okay, done. That's the basics of Elliott wave theory. But these corrective structures, boy oh boy, can they become complicated, because you can get a WXY, you can get an A, B, C, D, E. They really get complicated. And the one thing I just want to point out over here is, to make it simple, a WXY is basically an ABC, 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 3-wave structures. Okay, of which one of the structures needs to be a zigzag structure. And I'll explain it now. Let's just get the drawing here out the way. So basically what I'm looking at over here is to say that this looks like a 5-wave impulsive structure. This looks 3-wavy. 1, 2, 3, ABC. 1, 2, 3, ABC. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the zigzag that I'm talking about. Right, where you end the Y wave, okay, Hopefully not lower than that 786 level that I've just pointed out, and then you find continuation here to the upside. Then the last scenario, and now we're switching to a little bit more bearish. Okay, so that's the last bullish scenarios that I do see over here. Also, when I take a fib, normal fib, from the low to the high that we've just made, okay, I don't want this Y to come down below $54,654.40. Right, okay. I do like the 618 area over here in confidence with a daily level. If you take a fib here from this low to the recent high that we've made over here, okay, we need to hold last line in the sand. Okay, $54,000. Okay, right, legends. Then bearish. Okay, what was that? Let me just, is it my WhatsApp messages? Let me just close all of this. Sorry, I'm not sure if you guys heard that. I just switched off my WhatsApp messages as well. It could have been a WhatsApp message. Right, legends, where we could still be forming a larger A, B, C. We reject by the 1.236 when you take your trend-based FIP, okay, year to the highs, $60,000, 500, definitely making the world extremely bullish when we have this nice little rampage here to the upside, only to reject and go and claim the low where this is still a corrective structure. Right, legends, I want to share something with you from a trading perspective, is to say that, 𝗬𝗍𝘆, it is all good and well. You're showing us all these beautiful corrective structures and it looks interesting from a Elliott wave perspective, but how do I trade this? Okay, yesterday I spoke about trending markets, ranging markets. Remember when I spoke about trending and ranging markets? The market ranges for about 70% of the time and it trends for about 30% of the time. Well, now it actually feels like it's more like 80% of the time that the market is ranging, okay? Only very seldom do we get those nice little trending markets to the upside and to the downside. I want to show you guys that you can still use the one-line trend strategy as per the tutorial inside of my YouTube channel, inside of ranges. You just need to be more clever about where you take profits. Okay, and we can dive into the structure over here and I can show you, right? Let's do some practical examples here together. Right, Andy, welcome in the house. Legend, one of the best range traders that I have come across. Smash up the like, and also if you guys are not following Andy's channel, link is down in the description. Go check him out. One of the best range traders that I have seen, and Andy's too humble to admit it, but he's really good with ranges. And right, legends, let's dive into the alpha. And remember, if you guys would like to come and trade with me, down in the description of this video, you click on more to expand the options. I'll just zoom in here so everyone can see. Bluffin is currently my favorite exchange that I use to do my daily trading. No KYC, okay? All you need is an email and a password to sign up. Email, password, or a phone number, okay? And you can start trading, okay? $80,000 bonus up for grabs depending on how much you deposit and trade. And all it takes is a couple of minutes and you can start trading. Right, legends, let's get back into the action over here. Okay, so let me clean up this chart and take this out and do some education over here. What I'm about to share with you guys stays between us, okay? I'm giving some secret sauce away over here. Right, legends, what I want to discuss is, in a ranging market or in a trending market, it's quite easy, okay, to play my one-line trend strategy like I mentioned yesterday during my live stream. So when I look at the structure over here, I just want to go back into the trending market. Okay, this is a trending market. This is not ranging. You have to identify. So the first thing you need to do is, what is a trending market and what is a ranging market? So when I go onto the 4-hour time frame, it's very easy for me to spot that, okay? This is a trending market. This is a ranging market. And this little move down here could be considered a trending market depending on which time frame you use to trade. Okay, but this is all still a consolidation. But I mean, if you've been trading this range from the lows to the highs, taking shorts, longs, to the upside, to the downside, you could have made significant money inside of this range if you know how to trade it. You have to acknowledge that the market trends for 30% of the time and it ranges for 70% of the time. And if you have a trading strategy that you can only use when the market is trending, you're going to, for 70% of the time, you're going to sit on your hands and most probably gaan crap, okay, bleed out your account because you're trying to apply a strategy that is not suited for a ranging market. Okay, so let's get into the education. Take all the brushes out, go back here onto the 15-minute time frame. Okay, if you guys have coffee, popcorn, you know, let's keep this light and entertaining. Right, legends. Okay, trend. Let's see. You broke trend, okay? You broke trend. You broke trend, and you guys get the picture. Okay, that's why the one-line trend strategy works beautiful inside a trending market, because every time when you break trend, what basically happens over here, okay, just want to make sure everyone can see. Okay, that looks nice and bright. Okay, basically in a trending market, okay, you're almost guaranteed that you're going to take the low or the high depending on whether the market's going up or down, right? You enter, stop below the recent high, you play the breakout, you take profits at the lows. Same story. You take profits at the lows. Same story, okay? You take profits at the lows, you take profits at the lows, and so the trend continues and it continues. And some of them are not easy, and you just sit on your hands. You can't play every single trade, okay? Some of them you just, if it doesn't make sense to you, so rather sit on your hands. Okay, but when you start zooming into the smaller time frames like the 5-minute or even the 3-minute time frame, you will see that these trends are actual beautiful trends that's breaking down to the downside. And I have a tutorial inside of my YouTube channel for those of you that haven't seen it. Okay, let me just go, yeah, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍 tutorials. Inside my YouTube channel, there's a section that's called tutorials. It's just copy me, okay? Revealing my simple trading strategies step by step. This strategy I specifically, okay, love to use inside a trending market. Okay, and today what I want to show you guys is that you can use it inside of ranges as well. But the rules for the strategy changes a little bit. Okay, but you guys get the picture of what I'm trying to paint over here, okay, where you can make money. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. This is not a beautiful one. Let's say 6 successful trades here to the downside without getting stopped out once. Okay, and usually how I identify that the trend is starting to reverse is if I start getting stopped out once and I get stopped out again twice, okay, then I know the market is starting to turn around. I'll sit on my hands, I'll observe the price action, maybe we've hit, and that's why it's also important to go on to the larger time frames and identify key support and resistance areas, because when you get close to those big support and resistance areas, that's where you want to stop, okay? Observe, sit on your hands and make sense of the market. Take all the crap out here. Okay, legends, now we go back into the range over here, okay? This is the range that we've been in. It's easy to go back and say, well, Jana, it's easy now that the price action is formed. You know, it's easy to identify the trend now. And that's why I encourage you, okay? It might look simple the way that I'm explaining it now, but I encourage every single one of you to go and reverse the price action. Reverse the price action for 2 or 3 months, and maybe even go and use it on like gold or the S&P 500, or maybe a different commodity where you don't know where the price is going to go, okay? And you go and test out the strategy. You back test it. That's what back testing is. You go and draw your trends, you put in fake trades, paper trades, whatever the case might be, and you see how many you win and how many you lose, and can you apply the strategy effectively. Okay, very important to go and back test your strategy. Right, so let me switch this off. So here on the 15-minute time frame, okay, we have momentum here to the upside. That was the first trend that got broken, right? Now, the simple trick, this is not difficult, legends, okay? What I'm about to share with you is actually very simple. The simple trick is that you are never ever guaranteed inside of a range that you, when you have a trend, okay, that you are going to take the low, because that you get in a trending market, almost guaranteed that you're going to take the low every single time. What happens inside of ranges is when you break the trend, you have to be aggressive with profit taking. you need to know where to take profits. And this is where the Fibonacci comes in and VWAP, but I'll keep it simple today. It does get a little bit more complicated and complex, but I will keep it simple just for today's session, is that you take a fib from the low to the high, and then you start identifying areas to say that, okay, if we lose trend over here, okay, price action is over here, you lose trend, you enter a trade with your stop below the high, you enter, and these are your profit taking areas. Okay, I don't really like the 2, 3, 6. I'm just going to take that off the chart, but these are usually the profit taking areas for me. Okay, at the 382 I start taking profits. At the 50% I start taking profits, and at the 618 I usually close the position if I'm lucky enough to get there. Okay, because you're not always guaranteed that you're going to get to the 618, and this one you can see bounced at the 786. Right, and then price turned around. And now what you do is you have another trend, okay? Because now that you are inside the trend, you also want to track the momentum in the opposite direction. You now want to track this momentum, okay? And usually what some traders do, I don't particularly like that strategy, is that they will say, I will exit the trade as soon as it breaks this downsloping trend, okay? That is their rule. So they then basically stay in the position. They are in beautiful profits over here, and then they close their position as soon as the trend is broken. But now you've lost all of these profits, and that's why I prefer to take profits on the way down and close my position, usually by the 618, most of my position. Okay. And right, now you've broken that trend. Okay, also now you break the trend over here, you want to enter the trade. Okay, maybe, you know, and you have to decide, does the risk management look good to you? The theory that you can use is, okay, I don't want price to come back inside of trend, so I'll have a nice little stop loss just below the trend. And now again, I'm going to take my fib from the low, or from the high to the low over there, and guess where I'm going to start taking. Sorry, I'm doing this all the while. Yeah, that is actually correct. Okay. Is not working. It's not working. I'm a bit confused. Okay. Need to find my bearings over here. Right, legends. Yeah, this is not really a trade that I would have taken. The fib levels don't even make sense to me. I would have liked to have a clear 618 and so forth. Not a good trade. So I wouldn't have taken this trade. I would have sat on my hands. Okay. This is why the ranges becomes a little bit more tricky over here. Okay. But then I would have had another trend over here, tracking this momentum here to the upside. Okay, so maybe you sit this one out. I also don't like if I don't have a clear place where to put my stop loss. And it feels like the only option you have over here, okay, is just to have a stop below the high. And where do you put well, where do you take profits? Okay, if you were targeting the highs, you would have been stopped out. Right, so not a beautiful risk to reward trade. I always speak about risk to reward as well. Okay, so I would have most probably sat this trade out because of this green candle here to the upside, and I would have looked for another trend to form, and I would have said, okay, well, if this one breaks, I'm going to play it to the downside. Okay, so let's take this out, clean it up. Now what I do once again is you play the break of the trend. I have a clear place to put my stop loss. Okay, and you take your fib from the low, from the, I'm confusing myself over here, from the high, from the low to the high. Again, 382. Okay, 382 was very close, so 50% more likely 618 you close your position. Okay, so it is not as easy to play the one-line strategy, the one-line trend strategy inside of the range, but it is possible if you are more aggressive with your profit-taking areas. Hope you guys see it over here. Okay. So, I mean, if you're a trend line trader by heart, you just need to identify, I think your most difficult task is to identify, are we inside a range or are we trending? As soon as we are inside a range, you need to be more aggressive with your profit-taking areas. Okay. And there are other ways to identify where to take profits without using the Fibonacci, like the VWAP, for example, perhaps a swing failure pattern. You know, maybe you're keeping an eye here on this pivot over here. You have an SFP. Maybe you did take this trade and you say, well, as soon as we tap this pivot, I'm out the market. Beautiful trade. profits nonetheless. But you can see during this entire range, this is what I wanted to point out. You had beautiful trends that broke out. Okay. 3 touches. I like 3 touches. So that would have most probably been my trend. Okay. Broke out. You would have been stopped out of this one, depending on how high you had your stop loss. Okay. And then the trend continued here to the upside. And then you would have tracked this momentum here to the upside, which we've now lost. Okay. Sometimes the trend is not finished forming. Okay. You have a trend over there. And then you see, you get the dip to the downside, you adjust your trend. And now you get another dip to the downside, you adjust your trend. Okay, sometimes the trend is not finished forming. And now you can see, again, what happened over here. You could have played a short stop above the highs. Okay, now what you need to do is you need to take your fib from the low to the high, profit taking areas. So, okay, profit 382, profit 50%, profit 618. This is usually where I close my position, knowing that we are inside a range. If you're a little brave star, you can leave some of your position open, like 10 or 20% of the position open, and you can claim the 786. Right, so can you guys see that during this entire range, you could have made money simply using my one-line trend strategy? You just need to be more aggressive by at which levels you take profits, and with good risk management and with good risk to reward, you can still stay profitable, even if you get stopped out a couple of times. Okay, if you're losing 1% per trade, but you're making 2% when you're winning, you will still stay profitable. Right, legends, smash up the like for the education over here. I'm giving away some secret sauce. Okay, I'm using trend lines to track the momentum. And when you lose momentum, that is where, because the market, that is where you make money. Because the market, you have to realize the market moves in waves. Okay. And what you want to do with waves is you want to track the momentum when you lose the momentum. Okay. Right. Hope I'm making sense over here. Legends, are you all following me? Let me know in the comments if it's good. Do you enjoy the education? Right. Mr. 𝗬cie𝗿𝗿, Devil the Man, welcome to this stream. Irina, welcome. Nice to be always here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hello, traders. Enjoy your Wednesday and have a great time trading. Yes. Aditya, welcome. Mod in the house. Thanks for the sauce. Yeah, thanks. Okay. So, legends, I mean, I am obviously, okay, a lot of people say, Devil, it is so easy to go and draw trend lines on price action that already occurred. And that is why I encourage you to go and backtest the strategy. Do not leave the price action, okay, like I did on the screen. Go and reverse your price action so you can't see it, and you go and pull your trends, and you go and use, you don't have to even use real money. You can just say, okay, I'm going to take this trade, right? This is where I'm going to enter. This is where I need to put my stop loss, and I'm targeting the lows, for example, or I'm targeting the 1.618 Fibonacci extension to the downside. They often get hit when you have a trending market to the downside. Okay, and then you see how many you win. Okay, and you write down on a piece of paper, okay, I've won 6 trades out of this downtrending one, and I've been stopped out twice, which means I've still made 10% on my portfolio. I've still made 10% even if I was stopped out twice. Right, go and backtest the strategy. Okay, let me take all the noise out here. Right, legends, it's the reason I'm explaining the strategy to everyone over here is because it is the simplest trading strategy, okay? If you are consistent and you apply good risk management and you look for trades with a risk of reward not less than 2 to 1, okay? What do I mean of a risk to reward? Just to refresh everyone's memory, is that when you enter a trade, okay, let's do this. Got it. Okay, your risk to reward should never be less than 2 to 1. And if you can find the 3 to 1s and the 4 to 1s and the 5 to 1s, those are the golden trades you want to take. Okay, because then it means for every percent that you are risking, or for every $100 you are risking, you're making $200, $300, $400, $500. Okay, I do not take a trade that has a risk to reward of less than 2. unless, okay, there are exceptions to the rules. Because I've been doing this for a long time already, sometimes I will see a high probable trade. The risk to reward could potentially only be a 1-to-1, but because the probabilities of the trade is high, like an 80% chance of the trade playing out, I will take those trades, okay? And that pertains to volume strategy as well. There's many trading strategy, okay? This is the one-line trend strategy that I've just shared with you. There's volume strategy as well. Andy really likes to talk about that. Volume strategy is very successful in that strategy. There's swing failure strategy. There is Elliott wave theory. There are many different trading strategies out there. Okay, you need to find the one that fits your personality, your how many hours you are working per day, and also the time frame that you like to trade. Okay, you can really make trading as difficult or as complex as you want to make it. Okay, right, legends. Let's go back here onto the today analysis. Okay, I've pretty much explained all the scenarios that I'm currently looking at over here. Also from a higher time frame perspective. Okay, legends, this is the question for now. Let's go here on to the 8-hour time frame. Purely just looking at the price action over here. Okay, definitely still, keeping it simple. Okay, worst case scenario, like I've explained yesterday during my live stream, is where's my trends. Okay, worst case scenario is that we still come down here and bounce on the home line at $40,000. Okay, worst case scenario. That's what I'm seeing here for us for worst case scenario. Maybe we don't even bounce at 50%. And maybe people are looking at that $44,000 area over here, but maybe we go down a little bit lower, right? But you're still bouncing here on the home trend. And I'm not saying that that's definitely where we are going, okay? I'm just saying worst case scenario is you make a wave, and you continue the next wave, okay? Bouncing here on the home line. Right. Best case scenario is that the correction is finished. Okay, the A, B, C is finished. We've hit the 1-to-1 extension. We want to see a reversal here. Okay, the one thing that is still a little bit concerning for me at the moment is that, okay, I'm seeing some bullish and bearish sign. One of the bullish signs is we're still trading above this low over here, okay, which can be considered a successful swing failure pattern. Okay, one of the concerning things for me is that, okay, let me just zoom in here. You guys know this larger trend over here is the fact that we are grinding against this trend and we're not really getting acceptance back inside of this trend. And I've often see it play out where you grind against the trend and then you lose momentum and you go to lower levels. We need to get acceptance back, okay? We need to find support inside of the trend and break this trend. Okay, this downsloping trend, we need to break it with nice green volume, a higher low, and continue the momentum here to the upside, and we need to get acceptance back inside of this range. Okay, $61,000, 200. We need to get acceptance back inside this range. As soon as we start getting acceptance back inside of this range, from a higher time frame perspective, I would say, okay, it's game on. You've broken trend, you've got acceptance back inside, you've got acceptance back inside of this trend. Things are really starting to look up for the price of Bitcoin. Then you can start building up momentum back to the upside where you had a deviation, okay, you tapped the top. You had a deviation, you tapped the bottom. Maybe this is just a bigger deviation and we're going to get acceptance back above. So those are the things that I'm looking at from a larger time frame perspective to say that, okay, I'm bullish at the moment, but at the moment, I am still not bullish because we are still below this trend over here, grinding against it. Okay, we had a little flaggy situation over here. We broke out. Maybe it's a fake out. We bounce at the bottom. Then we have the breakout. But for now, like I've highlighted during the beginning of the stream. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me do this. Thanks for highlighting this. Let me do this. Okay. Right. So we can't see. You should be able to see now. Can everyone see? There's my scribble. I don't know, my streaming software sometimes give me issues like this. I'm not sure why. Right, but thanks for highlighting it. Okay, send some emojis next time, right? The emojis catch my attention. Okay, legends, we are still grinding here against this trend. I'm not sure how much you saw, right? We're still grinding against this trend over here. And for now, we are trading below this trend. Okay, so for now, it still looks bearish. And that's why the bearish scenarios at the moment to come and take the lows for now still has higher probabilities. Okay, so the bullish structures that I've painted for you guys inside of this structure, where we potentially have a WXY and we're going to continue, or we have a double 1-2-1-2 and we're going to continue, those are probabilities that can play out, but they carry lower probabilities because the larger time frame, okay, bullish signs are not there for me just as yet. Okay. Right, legends, quickly also remember, if you want to come trade with me, let's open up this live stream. Down in the description, Bluffin, my favorite exchange. Also your way to support the channel, $80,000 bonus, no KYC required. I'm really enjoying trading here on Bluffin at the moment. Okay, there's an alarm. KDA, what is going on with KDA? Let's go look at KDA here at the moment. Why is my KDA alarm going off? Let's see. KDA. Okay. Right, legends, this is exactly what I wanted to talk about right now, okay, is I do see some alts, okay, if you're getting bored with Bitcoin, I often jump to altcoins, especially if I see something that I like, okay. I do like some of the altcoins are showing some strength, okay, and you can see this long downsloping trend line. If I go here on to the 8 hour, I mean, no financial advice, you know, we all have our own trading plan, risk management strategies. It's just such a long downsloping trend that we've broken. And one could even argue, when I zoom in like this, okay, that it's already been broken, okay. You broke out, you did a long, deep retest, and you are currently trading outside of the trend. But I like to move my trend, okay. Right, so KDA, this is why my alarm went off, showing some signs of bullish momentum here to the upside, okay. Right, AVAX, this is one that I highlighted this morning in the Legends Trading community. First link down in the description if you'd like to join, okay. I want to quickly talk about AVAX over here. I highlighted this trade this morning in our Legends Trading community, okay, because it really looked good. We were breaking above, I think we had smaller 15-minute candle closes above, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we even had a body of the 1 hour candle close above. It looked really bullish. And then what happened is currently getting a bounce. Okay. And then what happened is I saw another large crypto community, a massive crypto community, and I'm not going to mention any names over here, take the same trade that I'm eyeing over here, also on the same altcoin. And what I don't like about too many people taking the same trade at the same time is it creates liquidity pools, and then the market makers go after that. Right. That's why I don't like to give signals. I like to educate people to fish for themselves. And when I do share a trading setup inside of our Discord Legends community, I try and find something that no one else is looking at, because I don't want to create liquidity pools. Because, guys, you can imagine to yourself, if 10,000 people or 20,000 people are taking this exact same trade and everyone puts their stop losses, yeah, you create a liquidity pool. You become a whale. Everyone's money together becomes a whale. The liquidity just keeps on building up over here because everyone is taking this trade. And I have no idea with how much money some other people are trading. Some other people might be trading with hundreds and thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. Everyone puts their stop losses over here and everyone plans to take profits. Okay, here by the 50% fib level. Then what happens is the market makers are like, ooh, okay, we wanted to break out, but wow, this looks juicy. Let's just go grab the liquidity and then we break out. Often this happens. Okay, so I have highlighted this trade this morning in the Discord community, and then I went back to the Legends and I said, guys, I've just seen a large community take the same trade. And for those of you that's following other people, maybe you know exactly who I'm talking about. And then I said, please de-risk yourself, take it easy, be defensive, don't risk more than what you can afford to lose. But this was basically the trading setup that I was watching over here. Okay. So on AVAX, it looks good. We had 1 hour candle closes above. I said, okay, stop here below the low, and we're targeting the 50% fib level over here. Also, what I like is when I take a fib extension from the low to the high, 1.236 is also a common C wave target, and the 1-to-1 ratio over here. So maybe I'll nibble at a bit of profits over here if we do get to that level. But for now, okay, we have found downwards momentum. Right, if you'd still like to be part of this trade, what I would do, I will go into the smaller time frames. Okay, I have to highlight, and no financial advice, I don't like the fact that so many people are taking this trade. I see social media and a lot of YouTube influencers are talking about this trade, and I only saw it after I gave the trade to our community, and that's why I issued the warnings, just to say, guys, be careful. Okay, maybe you play the break of this trend over here. Okay, so we lost the trend. Okay, maybe if we have a successful breakout, claim the high, I don't know, another fake out. Okay, please enter this trade at your own risk. Right, so maybe KDA is the one. Okay, maybe KDA is the one. I've also been looking at XTZ. Okay, just showing you guys some altcoins that's potentially showing strength here to the upside. I'll be keeping an eye here on XTZ. I want to see what it's going to do by this trend. I'm also keeping an eye here on DOT. Okay, it looks like it wants to go. Okay, it's just going sideways here at the moment. And the reason some of the altcoins are showing some strength here to the upside is when I look at total market cap 3, total 3, okay, is that I remember when we were over here, I said, guys, it's not good enough. We can't just do this. Technically, it doesn't look right, okay? And now we bounced inside a nice, strong 50% fib level, nice consolidation area. So there's a chance, okay? Even if we come back down, there's a chance that we could find upwards momentum here, and I want to trade this from my favorite altcoins. I want to trade this momentum here to the upside. Yes, it can definitely be a breakout here to the upside, but I can still trade this momentum because you could reject with this downsloping trend and then go here to the 618, and this is going to be bearish. Okay, and I think that's why some of the alts are showing tremendous strength still at the moment. And what I like to do is I like to find the ones that no one else is looking at. Okay, I don't want social media and every YouTube influencer talking about a specific coin, because chances are you're going to be stopped out, right? Because you're creating liquidity pools. And if you'd like to come and trade with me, bluffin. First, link here in the description under exchanges. No KYC, 5 minutes to sign up, 2 minutes to sign up. Right, legends. Hope you guys are enjoying the education. Smash up the like. Can we get to 50 likes? Aditya, you know, I must be careful about this like button, because the last time I told everyone over here, if I get more likes than how many people are viewing the stream, I will do something crazy. And some people voted for me to wear a fancy suit during my next live stream, and that actually played out. Okay, I had more likes than people watching the live stream, and maybe, you know, we can do something fun like that again. Okay, if I can get more likes, how many likes do I have here at the moment? Is this the YouTube page? Let's see. Likes, how many likes do I have? Let's see, 40, and we've got 44 people watching. Crap. Okay, right, I'm up for it. I'm up for a game, right? If I get more likes than how many people are watching the stream, I will do something crazy, and you guys can tell me what I need to do. Okay, more alpha 𝗬𝗍𝗿. I've smashed the like. Come, people, 500 likes for 𝗞𝗍𝗿. Oh, great. 𝗞𝗍𝗿, I will do 𝗞𝗍𝗿. Right, legends, that's basically it from my side today. This is the alpha I wanted to share with everyone. And also, just quickly here, guys, looking at CVD. Let's refresh CVD over here. Okay, let's go on to the 5 minute. I often talk about proof of support and proof of resistance. And I don't see, we have a triple bottom and we do have bullish CVD. Okay, so for now, it's very neutral and the high has already been taken. So the bullish CVD also played out at the moment. But but what I'm seeing over here is also bullish. Okay, so between, let me grab my pen or my lines, between this pivot, okay, on yellow, right, is that? And yellow, we have bullish CVD. On blue, we have bullish CVD, of which the target is the highs. Okay. But we have retraced very deep, legends. Okay. So when you take a fib here from the low to the high, we most likely here past the 0.8 level, which increases the probabilities that any move up is corrective and you're going to come take the low once again. Right. Let's see how this plays out. Okay. Legends, that is it from my side. Enjoy your Wednesday evening and morning, wherever you are from the world, and I will see you all in the next one. Cheers for now.